monkey in your pants?
Welcome back to another episode of Bad Influence Fan Commentary. This is Season 3, Episode 13, I believe. And I'm having one of these days where I just made a fan commentary, but I'd done one that I'd already done. I'd just done Episode 12, so if I'm sounding a little bit sleepy, I'm silly. Enjoy.
Hello from Bad Influence. In this week's programme, a first look at next year's Super
Sega Saturn.
And the first Saturn game, Virtua Fighter.
Or Sega.
Okay, one of the first games for this year's add-on for the Mega Drive, the 32X, Star Wars Arcade.
I was going to try and do it like Australians, but I couldn't.
And Z Wright finds out how a New York TV station is using all the latest...
So yeah, that didn't make sense. Here's the first game on the Mega, the 32X, but here's also a look at the Saturn that's coming out next year. No wonder nobody bought it.
Today, important safety tips. First, sound levels while you're playing. Now, it's very important you don't have your TV turned down too low while you're playing, otherwise you might get...
Okay, Nam.
I can demonstrate this most clearly with my first cheat, which is a level skip for Crew Ball on the Mega Drive.
Pinball game, no doubt, but I don't think I've played this. I've played one or two pinball games on the Mega Drive, but not Crew Ball.
Then you can
it is a pinball game.
Pressing up and B. Here we go. Level 2, 3, 4. But for
what? You can change
struggling slightly with that last cheat because I could hardly
the
hear
volume level.
6. Great danger of ear strain. So I suggest using one of these.
How is that a cheat? Just turn the TV up, surely? Bizarre.
And several stages. Right.
Crazy old... My god, what is Andy Crane doing? Is Nipples dressed as a French maid? No, it was just pretend.
Now, unlike my old-fashioned friend here, I've moved on to a more modern way of painting. So, if you fancy making your own Christmas cards this year...
Deluxe paint.
It's called the Art Pad. You plug it into your PC and use this pen to draw on it. Comes with a paint package called Dabbler. First of all, I always
this good old Windows 3.1 or something like that.
Do that on the screen as well.
Draw Willy. Everybody has to do it. The first thing anybody gets a paint package, they draw Willy.
I can choose the texture of the paper I want. I open this drawer at the top. There's a whole range.
Oh my god, this is clunky as hell, and she's getting her right cheap thrills from it.
Now, to show you one of the best things, I use the crayon facility about the Art Pad is the harder you press.
Oh my god, technologies!
And the lighter you press, you get a much lighter touch.
It's just like it's like real life.
We'll see what we can do about that. If I pick up the spray paint,
graffiti,
and
tag that page. Go on.
You can hear the sounds as well, of course. That's excellent.
It's excellent. It helps with the immersion.
Press harder over this side, so we give it some dimension to the picture. Now, moving on to my oil paint.
What's she going to draw?
There you go. Now,
paint, I should say.
Normally with oils, or you can
what's she going to paint?
And choose one of the styles that come with the package. It's
cheating.
Impressionist style. So you don't have to paint all these little bits.
It's a tree.
Just use the pen and
maybe
automatically make it look.
She's drawn Christmas. She's drawn Christmas.
Now next, I want to do some.
I told you, Christmas.
Here for all the different colour palettes.
Don't know what
and choose a much brighter palette for
the weird red sky is.
Now, paint with normal
saying that it can't be outside if it's got baubles.
I have 5 of those. That's 1.
The ground is very uneven. 3, that's all I'm saying. Or it could be outside actually. Ignore me. Crown Christmas trees is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, lovely star. So, but it looks a bit rough, and I can actually improve it a great deal by picking this little water drop.
She's gonna cheat.
I've got the water droplet tool. I can just smudge around the edges there.
Or give
cheeky
smudge.
Luminance around the edge, so it looks like it's shining out brightly, and just make the baubles look, you know,
to be fair,
brash, I think.
Take away the background. It doesn't look that bad.
Tinsel. So if I go back to the oil paints and open my drawer here, I can choose a pointillist style. Now, the pointillism was something that was very popular in the 19th century. Basically, to you and me, it's just like a load of painting with a load of little dots. But it's perfect for tinsel.
Clever Nipples.
Pointillist style. And there you go, the perfect Christmas card, ready for printing out.
No. I wouldn't want it. If you gave me it, I wouldn't want it because it is. No, it's not nice enough for me. Thank you.
Look and learn, Violet. The latest add-on for the Mega Drive, the 32X, hits the shops this weekend. More about the system itself later in the programme, but for now, our first 32X review, Star Wars
But it is
Arcade.
bonkers, like I said. Release the 32X and then just release the Saturn just around the corner. No wonder everybody got upset with Sega.
About the 32X, I would have expected this game to be a lot better, but all it is a waste for Star Wars.
You tell them.
This differs from the other Star Wars console games, which are platform-based by using first-person perspective.
And 3D.
What really destroys this game is the lack of control of the X-Wing. It's far too sluggish, and you might as well be flying it underwater. And on top of that, there's no pause. All the start button does is change your viewpoint.
No pause. What if you need a pee? That is a fair point.
There's also two-player modes, where one person plays a pilot, and the other plays a gunner who uses a smaller gun sight on screen. It's quite fun, but it's not a major selling point.
Sounds boring.
By no stretch of imagination is it worth £60
No.
and £170 to get the system as well.
How much? Did he say 170?
It's not a bad game, but it's not a great
Glad I didn't fleece my parents out of this. Mummy, can I get a 32X with £170, please?
I'm sure it doesn't.
And then I want Star Wars at £60.
And the scores for Star
Two.
Wars Arcade, a disappointing 3
Ah,
out of
generous.
5 from the boys and the girls.
Hi, and welcome to New York's Times Square. This city's one of
Zed,
the
right?
biggest in the world.
By the way,
It's gotta be,
before
as its
anybody
own
says,
city.
The Empire
oh,
State
been there.
Building, Madison Square Garden, and the world's second tallest building, the World Trade Center.
That, not been there. Oh, bad times.
New York is also home to the hippest, busiest music station in the world, MTV.
Oh yes, it's this MTV when MTV used to be a music television
With
channel.
Music videos and promos being
Because
shown
now
24
MTV
hours
just
a day,
shows like I'm a
MTV
teenager who
acts
got
as a
pregnant
showcase
and
for some of
catfish.
the
That's
hottest
about it.
graphics around.
I'm a teenager who got pregnant again, and more
And
catfish.
just a few blocks away, you'll find the offices of RGA, one of the world's biggest ad and film agencies.
RGA have worked on some
Cool.
of the biggest movies of all time. They were responsible for the special computer effects behind blockbusters like Demolition Man and this brand new movie called The Shadow.
Looks nice, but I've never heard of it.
But now these two pioneering companies have joined forces to combat a problem that's plagued New York for years: guns.
I was
This
gonna
is
say
the
porn.
Times Square body clock.
Guns,
15
obviously
young
guns.
People are shot and killed every day in America. MTV and RGA decided to produce this hard-hitting video together to warn kids about the dangers of getting involved with guns. In the movie, two street kids get into an argument that ends with devastating results. Computers were used to draw chalk line drawings around the characters as they go for their guns, emphasizing the point that as soon as you touch a weapon, you're as good as throwing your life away.
It's deep.
RGA used the technique
Deep,
called
man.
motion capture to produce real-time computer animation.
That was actually supposedly captured him. It looks like somebody just animated
the
it.
movements of the actors in the film exactly to produce the computer chalk lines.
That looks weird.
A sensor was placed at all the vital points on their bodies and connected to a computer. Then the stuntman stood near this black box which radiates a magnetic field and acted out the actions as the computer
Stuntman.
records their movements.
Okay, stand up. Move your left arm up and down.
After the motion capture information
Yeah,
is saved,
look.
it's brought into the computer edit suite to be
I suppose there's not enough points of
One of
capture.
the problems we get with motion capture is instability in the motion.
So I suppose that's the point. You need a lot more points of motion capture for it to look a little bit more realistic.
And this is totally
Fair effort though for
This is due to the fact that we're
90s.
using a magnetic field to capture this motion. The magnetic field is not very stable. For example, if you have
the
some metal in
magnetic
the floor,
field.
that will create this kind of instability. So what I can do is just to move this point and to put it back where it should have
Ooh.
been. So now that I did that, everything should look much better. Yeah, it's not jumping anymore.
Bet his leg went through his
The
leg.
final stage is to match the finished computer graphics.
I'm
with
surely
the
not the
film.
only one that's
In
going to say
most
that.
cases, the motion capture was shot first and the actors directed afterwards. But here, for the close-up, that would have been too difficult as the film would have had to fit inside the lines perfectly, requiring many takes. So they simply drew around the figure afterwards.
Cheaters. Cheating cheaters. They could have just done that the whole time.
It's been shown on
Yeah.
MTV for 6 months now, and the clock's still rolling
What?
on. But it's hoped that with the new mix of computer technology and video, that the message will eventually get through.
Oh, I thought he said it took 6 months. I was like, really?
And in the continuing fight against weapons, shops in New York have even stopped stocking toy guns in a bid to combat the problem. Let's
Good
hope it helps.
effort.
Now, for this
Don't know
week's
how much
news.
difference it made, unfortunately.
Fans fans of NBA Jam can now play their favourite basketball game in
I knew she was going to say the Game Boy there somehow.
In a couple of weeks' time. Handheld basketball games tend to be a bit duff, but this one's looking good.
As much as I love the Game Boy.
The SNES version, all the NBA teams are represented and all the dunks
It's not NBA Jam, is it? Not really.
Animation series to be produced entirely on computer starts just after Christmas. Reboot was made on the same supercomputers which brought you the
Holy fudge face, I remember this. Oh my god, I used to watch this.
Who live in an incredible high-tech
How? Why?
As with all good stories, there's an evil baddie. This one's called Megabyte. Watch out for Reboot from January the 3rd on CITV.
Yeah, I remember that.
A bunch of ex-Games journalists have released their very own game for the Amiga. Fed up of reviewing other people's efforts, they formed their own production
Remember that too?
company, Binary Asylum. And this is their first offering, Zero.
Runs like a bag of toss, but I do remember it.
To shoot 'em up, which looks a bit like the old classic game Virus, but plays a lot like Desert
Apparently
Strike.
plays a lot better on a 1200, obviously.
Thirtlers, another important safety tip. When you're playing, don't let your fingers get too fast. It can badly strain your joypads. I can demonstrate in this carefully controlled experiment
Super Tennis?
using Super Tennis on the SNES. Now, during a game, press select, then go over to controller 2 and press RR left down BALL, and you'll hear some applause. Then go back to
spelled
controller
ball.
1 and press B or A, and you'll get 4 rows of 8 characters. Now, these are the player's stats. And you can
Oh.
alter these by pressing X. There we go. And it makes your opponents really fast. Just
Cheatings.
Wow, look at that serve. Hey. And now, on with the demonstration. There you go, fellas.
Sometimes I feel this TV show, as good as it is and good nostalgic as it is, sometimes get the impression that it was made for like young, stupid young children, if you know what I mean.
This is the machine everybody's been waiting for.
Sega Saturn.
Console, the Saturn. Games come on carts and also on CD.
Games didn't come on card, did they? I'm sure that thing was just for memory expansion and action replay carts.
Swoops around the fighters so you can watch the action from different angles. There'll be plenty of arcade releases too. The latest Virtua arcade game, a futuristic police shoot-'em-up called Virtua Cop, will make it onto the system, as will this one, Virtua Fighter 2. These amazing and exclusive first-look pictures are straight from the arcade headquarters in Japan. They're so new that the arcade machine hasn't even been released yet. The new version differs wildly from the first and features fully textured.
I know the Saturn's it's got a lot of fans. I had one, and then the PlayStation came out, and then I no longer had one.
To bridge the gap until the Saturn's official UK release next year, Sega are releasing this
bridge the gap for a year? Come on. Sega deserved to get a slap in the face for this.
And then
still won one of them tellies though.
Video output of the Mega Drive with the 32X. Like
how many cables? I never had one, but Jesus, how many cables?
It combines the graphics of the Mega Drive with the 32X, as well as Star Wars Arcade.
Then if you had a Mega CD as well, Jesus.
The conversion of the classic PC game, and this one, Virtua Racing Deluxe, features more tracks and 2 brand new cars.
More Mega Drive news, except it's not a Mega Drive, it's a Scorpion. It's the first non-Sega.
I was about to say, what?
Console. Made by a British company, it comes complete with 2 of these 6-button turbo.
They look awful nice, Sega Mega Drive joypads.
But it does have some extra features.
Just got to say.
Switch it off and turn it over to show you. Now on the back, there's a hidden panel, and the idea is
when
you buy a Scorpion, you'll get a free game.
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
Is the shop owner will remove this panel as we've done
Put
already.
any game card in it is like a pack-in game.
Cartridge, and that's what the inside of a Mega Drive cartridge looks like. And then just plug it into your Scorpion like that. And then when you switch the machine on, you'll get the free game. If you want to play another game, though, you plug it in the top as normal, and it'll bypass.
Quite clever.
There's also a built-in games converter. It's on the side here, underneath this panel. There's a couple of switches, and you put them in different positions to make the Scorpion compatible.
I do not, however, remember seeing this for sale
We're going to use
anywhere.
this, which is our pre-production copy of Earthworm Jim. This is designed for use on the American system only. If you plug it into a UK Mega Drive,
I wonder if it was stopped. I wonder if Sega stopped it before it actually came to, like, before it was on the shelves. Or if it's a case of it did manage to come out on the shelves and then Sega, like, instantly went, oh, nah.
And hey presto, it does.
We decided to give the Scorpion the ultimate compatibility test. So, we plugged 32X into the Scorpion, like so. Oh, And then we came across, well, quite a major problem, because as you can see, the video connector clearly won't fit. So we had a special lead made up, and it still didn't work.
Oh.
So whatever else is good about the Scorpion, it won't be.
Oh, people can't play the
Scorpion will cost you about
32Xs anymore.
You might have trouble getting hold of it because shops that normally sell Mega Drives perhaps won't stock
Obviously.
it. You might find one in Beatties, but beware, it's an unlicensed product. That means if anything goes wrong, you might have
Sega will also kick them in the dick. Love to know if that actually was like sold anywhere.
4 race areas, all set on the west coast of America. There's no course to follow, you can go anywhere you fancy, but the aim of the game is to collect as many coloured balls as possible.
What's this? Is this what I think it is? It is. This game.
A bit pointless. It's a driving game, yet for
It's
no
not
reason you have to collect power balls.
a driving game.
They don't appear to do anything.
It's barely a game.
It's a straight racing game, and these are the streets of San Francisco. It's nice that you've got
Oh, the Atari Jaguar. What maybe could have, would have, should never have been.
The game, and it can become very frustrating. The car is very difficult to control as well. It takes a lot of practice.
We had a Jaguar amongst us as friends when we were younger, and one of my friends did have this game, and yeah,
this tram, which I've just driven straight through.
It's not good.
This is a 2-player option called tag. I'm player 2, and I have to hit player 1 to make him it, and it's quite good fun. For about
I was going to say quite good fun for a 2-year-old.
Console needs some really good games to make it a success. Unfortunately for the Jaguar, Club Drive is not going to do the trick.
It's an original idea for a game, but it doesn't work because the graphics are so
Original?
poor.
What?
This is a waste of plastic. The gameplay is pathetic and it
You
looks terrible.
tell them.
Nothing
Original idea is how? 1. Thank you.
Drive gets the lowest possible
Deserve nothing more.
and the
It didn't even deserve a 1, probably. Boogerman.
Boogerman is described as a pick and flick adventure. He flicks balls of snot at his enemies.
Oh, he done a farty on him.
Rather a lot of flatulence. That's terribly unpleasant. Here's Emily.
Jeez, and he burps like an absolute trooper.
This is a little boy's dream come true. You can do all the things your mum would never let you do in polite company. The best power-ups are the chili peppers, which give you a turbocharged...
That sound is horrendous. That's one thing I disliked about the Mega. Oh, he got sucked up a nose. That's I've never played this. Speech on the Mega Drive is one thing I always hated, unfortunately. Sorry, Mega Drive people.
Once the novelty value has worn off, which it will do pretty quickly.
Never played this. I might play it soon. Just so I can
25 levels of toilet humour.
flick a bogey.
This one's for silly schoolboys who giggle at naughty words. It's just stupid.
5.
Then, Boogerman gets a smelly,
I'm a silly
snotty
schoolboy.
from the boys and
Picks his
girls.
nose and farts. 5. Fettlers.
My last important
Namrud, you
safety
is
tip.
sideways. No, you're not.
Don't stare at your TV screens
Because
too long.
you get square eyes.
This TV was looked at too long, and look what's happened to it. The middle bit, where people look the most, has completely worn out. Now, my TV is looked at by millions of people every week, and as you can see, it's been completely overlooked. It's beginning to fade. I better do today's last cheat before the picture disappears completely. Now, this is a hard one for Mortal Kombat 2 on the SNES, but it lets you play against a new secret character.
Was this Mortal Kombat?
Select screen, just press
Did you say 2 on the SNES? I think I must have, because there's that. I can't remember his name. That dude there.
Whisked into battle
with a knife.
Brand new character, Noob the Ninja. Now, Furtlers, if your TV starts to go grey in the middle, you must immediately take these 3 important precautions. 1, watch round the edges rather than in the middle. 2, never allow more than 2 people at once to watch. And 3, watch by peeking through your fingers.
Or 4, ignore Namrud because he was dropped on his head as a child.
Last week's competition prize.
Oh yeah, that little £700 projector.
And the question was, which city
I remember it, you
has
see.
the only IMAX cinema in Britain? The answer is
Bradford. I thought it was
It's at the
Birmingham.
National Museum of Film, Television and Photography, and if you're ever in Bradford, it's well worth a visit. Almost 19,000 names were written on our
I won.
man-influenced
You ready?
lottery balls, but the name pulled out by our computerized Noel Edmonds was Francis McGugan of London. Well done, Francis.
Well, my name's definitely not McGugan.
Sleek t-shirts.
This week's
Didn't win.
competition prize is a Mega Drive
Yes.
32X.
Never had one of these.
And the question is, what is the correct name for the style in which this picture is painted?
Aww.
Lots of dots.
Puh.
Phone in your
Come here,
answers
puh.
on 0891 555
God damn it, I don't know.
Calls will cost no more than 25p.
I wanted to win.
Lines close at midnight on Monday, but make sure you get permission from whoever pays
That's
the
your
phone.
mummies.
Well, that's it for now, but don't forget to watch next week when we'll be getting ready for Christmas with some great present
Love
ideas.
Christmas.
Don't you just love being in control? Hope you enjoyed the programme. We'll leave you with another mega exclusive look at Virtua Fighter 2. Oh, be quiet, Violet.
There you go then, that was short and sweet. So it was, that was Bad Influence. 1990s glorious Mario video game magazine show is what I'm trying to say. From me, those folk, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye. Subscribe.
Do you have a monkey in your pants?